this?
I mean, it feels a bit surreal. You know, it's obviously this isn't how we planned to go out. You know, it was just tough. It was a really tough night. Nobody had it going. You know, it was tough down the line. It was a tough atmosphere in the crowd. It was just tough everywhere. It just feels surreal. I don't really know how to explain it.
Well, I was going to ask you, you know, these words are hard to use in situations like this, but was this embarrassing? If that's not the right word, what would be the right word?
It just wasn't us. It didn't feel like us out there. It didn't feel like, you know, I could say we definitely felt prepared before the game. I feel like we were focused, ready to go, and just from the tip, it just didn't feel like us. So, you know, it's something that we're definitely going to be thinking about for a long time here. And what choice do you have? You know, we at the end of the day, obviously, you know, down the line when we get over this, we got to remember that we had a really great season overall. We overcame a lot of expectations. But right now, obviously, the atmosphere around here is just tough. Just obviously, we didn't bring it tonight.
Was the overtime loss kind of hard to overcome?
It was a tough loss. I mean, we should have won that game. That was yeah, that kind of was a little jab. You know, we still feel like we're the better team. We just, when we play the way we want to play and we know we can play, we feel like we're better than them. So it's just tough to see them go to the next round, and we didn't bring it all tonight.
Ryan, what did it feel like as the game was progressing? Did you keep thinking y'all were going to kind of turn it on, get the switch, turn on the switch, if you will, anything?
I did. I mean, with this team, we could overcome a big deficit. You know, we obviously have shot our way out of big holes before, you know, but they just played really smart. They made good plays. They were solid. We just couldn't make shots. We turned the ball over down the line. I mean, it was all of us, you know, and I you know, it's just tough. It's tough.
They didn't have Parker. They didn't have Kawhi. It's amazing that it happened the way that it did, given all they were missing.
They played the old Spurs way of basketball, where they moved the ball, they found open looks, and they were just solid tonight.
Ryan, the words fatigue and tired have been going around this series quite a bit. Do you think fatigue played any factor tonight, just with the way the series progressed?
No, I don't think it was fatigue. You know, like I said, I feel like we were focused and ready to go. We had a great shoot around. We were locked in, and just tonight, we just didn't have it. We didn't have it tonight.
You touched on this earlier. Pat brought up that y'all had the kill. If y'all needed the killer instinct, the chance to get rid of them early or last week, the other day. How much does that hurt when you think about that? You had an opportunity that got away.
Yeah, I mean, we let that opportunity slip, and it's tough. What can you do, though? Obviously, you know, I wish we would have come out tonight and played a lot differently and a lot harder. Just tough. It's tough to end this great season off in that way. That's how I'd wrap up this whole thing. It's tough. That's just not at all how we anticipated ending this year. I think the fans, that's not at all how they anticipated. It's tough.
Do you feel like the foundation here is here now for some great stuff going forward?
Oh yeah, no question. This is just the beginning for us. It takes a long time to build a championship chemistry, you know, and a championship caliber team. It doesn't happen overnight. I think people saw some success with us and expected us to just win a championship or get to the finals or whatever, and we had a chance. I mean, we you know, this series, I feel like we had was shifting our way. Obviously, that loss in San Antonio was tough, but yeah, I mean, it's just a tough one.
Can this type of loss be a building block for next year?
Yeah, for sure. You know, this is going to be fuel for us to. Obviously playing in the playoffs together is good experience, but learning from this and moving forward, I mean, it's a big picture thing. It's something that's hard to look at right now, and it's hard for us to talk about it right now together, but I feel like these times, obviously you have to go through tough times to build something together.
Do you think hearing that Leonard was out maybe changed anything for y'all?
He's such a focal point of their team. Obviously, it's a completely different game with him off the court. You know, but it didn't. You know, you can't really change the effort we had. You can't really. You know, Kawhi Leonard or not, we just didn't have that effort. You know, I think this was a game we could have obviously capitalized on, and we didn't. We just didn't do it. It was tough.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.